Good morning, my dear students. Today I will discuss a few problems on Doppler effect. So, in this class, the total entire concept of waves is completed, and maybe next week we will start a new lesson. Right? Here there is another problem in Doppler effect. A source of sound of frequency F1 is placed on the ground, means source is lying on the ground. A detector placed at a height and is released from rest on this source. The observed frequency F is plotted against the time t seconds. Speed of the sound in air is 300 meter per second. Find F1 within brackets g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Suppose here this is the situation. A source of sound is lying on the ground. It is a source, means source is at rest. A detector means this is the position of the observer. Detector released from rest from certain height above the source. From certain height above the source. Just like it is taken as a freely falling body. So that the observer can hear a frequency F, and the time taken in between observer and source that may be plotted like this. This is the graph. F and also time. Also it is given the observed frequency F is plotted against the time t in seconds. Speed of the sound in air is equivalent to 300 meter per second. Find F1. What is F1? A source of sound frequency F1. F1 is the actual frequency of the sound emitted from the source. F is equal to, it is the frequency observed or received by the person. It is also called as the apparent frequency. So F1 is the real frequency, and F is equal to apparent frequency. The graph between F and T, apparent frequency and time, this may be plotted like this. It is F1, and at T is equal to 0, the observer hears the actual frequency of the sound, which is equal to F1. So at any time 30 seconds, the value of frequency observed by the person is equal to 2 into 10 cube. From this diagram, find the value of F1. మనం calculate చేయాల్సింది F1. Apparent frequency N dash is equal to V minus V naught by V minus Vs. Here, apparent frequency N dash is equal to V minus V naught by V minus Vs into N. Here, Vs is equal to 0. Sound velocity is taken from source to observer. This is the velocity of sound. Observer velocity is moving opposite to velocity of sound. That means V naught is negative. This N dash is equal to, here it is taken as F. So F is equal to, what is it? V plus V naught by V into F dash. Here V naught is equal to velocity of the observer after time t seconds. In general, initial velocity of the observer U is equal to 0. Velocity of the observer will be changed with respect to time because it is a freely falling body. That means final velocity V equal to U plus AT, U 0. So V is equivalent, or V naught is equal to A into T. Here A is equal to G. It is a freely falling body, means V naught is equal to GT. Therefore, F is equal to 1 plus V naught by V into F dash. Later this is equivalent to F dash F1. So in the diagram F1, it is F1 plus F1 by V into V naught is again replaced by GT, or F is equal to F1 into G by V into T plus F1. It is similar to Y is equal to mx plus C. Slope of the graph is equal to m slope of the graph m is equal to, it is equal to f1g by v. But slope is equal to difference in y coordinate by difference in x coordinate. So from this graph, in between these 2 points, from this point and this point, slope is equal to difference in y coordinate, means this is the y coordinate difference, which is equal to 2 into 10 cube minus f1. So that means 2 into 10 cube minus f1 by difference in time is equal to, in between these two, time taken is equal to 30 minus 0 is equal to f1 into g by v. So 2 into 10 cube into v minus f1 is equal to 30 f1 into g is taken as 10. So like this, 2 into 10 cube into velocity of sound is taken as 300 is equal to 300 f1 plus f1, 301 into f1. From this, f1 is equal to 2 into 10 cube into 300 by 301. Sorry. 2 into 10 cube into v minus v into f1. V into f1 means 30 into f1, 300 into f1 plus v is also equal to 300 f1. 300 plus 300 is equal to 600 by 600. 2 times. 2 cancel. So f1 is equal to 10 cube hertz or 1 kilohertz. So the required answer is f1 is equal to 10 cube hertz. Right? Okay. Next one. The second problem is, it is one very, very important in the sense of advanced level. Suppose here S is a source of sound emitting a sound of frequency f. As shown, the detector D moves in a circle of radius capital R with a constant angular velocity omega. It moves in anti-clockwise direction at a time t is equal to 0 from point capital D. The velocity of the sound in air is equivalent to v. Velocity of sound in air is equal to v. Suppose this is the situation. Let the observer is moving in this circular path like this in anti-clockwise direction starting from the point D. O is the center of the circle. Radius of the circle is equal to capital R. Distance of the source from the center of the circle is given by root 2 into R. Exactly the observer starting from the point capital D here. Velocity of the sound is given by v. Angular velocity of the person is given by omega. Angular velocity equal to omega. Suppose here, as the detector rotates by an angle theta is equal to pi by 2. Suppose here, from this point to, from D to this point, the total angle made by the radius vector with the center of the circle is equal to 90. So at this point, speed of the detector is equal to V0. And this is the line joining the source and observer. Therefore, the component of V0 along this direction is equal to V0 cos theta. Suppose here the line joining source and the observer makes an angle theta with the axis or theta with the horizontal line. Okay, now this is V0 cos theta. It is the source. Sound velocity is taken from source to observer V0. Observer velocity is equal to V0 cos theta away from the source. This is always along the direction of V0. Along the direction of V. Let here source is at rest means Vs equal to 0. Apparent frequency of sound is given by f dash is equal to V minus V0 by V minus Vs into n. V minus V0 is equal to V0 cos theta by V minus Vs equal to 0 into actual frequency of the sound is f. That is equal to V minus observer velocity is equal to, as the observer is revolving along the circular path with a constant angular velocity. In case of circular motion, V equal to R omega. So V0 equal to R omega into cos theta is equal to, from this diagram, it is a right angle triangle, cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. This is R, this is root 2R, and this is equivalent to hypotenuse root 3 into R. cos theta is equal to root 2 into r by root 3 into r. So theta cos theta equal to root 2 by root 3. Therefore f dash is equal to v minus r omega into root 2 by root 3 by v into f, and apparent frequency received by the person f dash is equal to v into root 3 by r omega into root 2 into f by v root 3. Right? Okay. So in the same example, okay, this is the formula for apparent frequency, maximum apparent frequency received by the person, maximum. In the same problem, suppose at any position the detector will hear minimum frequency for the first time. Find the time up to this position, minimum time. This is the diagram. S is the position of the observer. Suppose from the point S, let us draw a tangent on the circular path. This is the tangent. Suppose when the observer is lying at this point A, its velocity is also along the tangential direction. Sound velocity is equal to v. Here this is. Again, from the point S also, draw a tangent on the circle on this side also. Let the observer or the detector moves along the circular path, and at this point velocity of the observer will be along the tangential direction, which is equal to r omega. From D to A, so clearly observe from this diagram, when the detector lies at the point A, he moves at any point away from the source. That means at A, the detector will hear the minimum frequency, and at B, the detector will hear a maximum frequency because the detector will approaches towards the source. That's why here the apparent frequency will be maximum. So at A, apparent frequency minimum, at B, apparent frequency heard by the observer is maximum. Let us calculate. The detector will hear the maximum frequency for the first time. Find the time up to this position. Let us calculate the total time taken from D to B. Only at B, the person will hear the maximum frequency. Sorry. Here, this is the position of the observer, okay na, B, and this is the position of A. So at the point B, the observer can hear a maximum frequency, right? The position A corresponds to minimum frequency and B to the maximum frequency. From this diagram, and at this angle is 90 degrees. From this theta is equal to cos theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Let here, this is the angle theta. So then cos theta is equal to, opposite means r by, hypotenuse is equal to root 2 into r. R by root 2 into r, 1 by root 2. So theta becomes pi by 4. Theta is equal to pi by 4. So here this is theta and this is 90. Next one, up to the point A, the detector reaches in a time t0. From theta is equal to omega into t0. Angular displacement is equal to angular velocity into time. T0 is equal to pi by 4 omega. How? Theta is equivalent to pi by 4. Theta pi by 4 means theta is also omega into t0. Then t0 equal to pi by 4 omega. Pi by 4 omega. Okay. Next one, up to the point A, the detector reaches in a time t0 and t0 is found to be pi by 4 omega. Up to B, and from sorting, the detector reaches in a time t dash from A. From A, it is observed this. From A to B, the time taken is equal to t dash. Therefore, from A to B, the total angular displacement is equal to, this is theta, it is also equal to theta. This is equivalent to total 2 theta, and this total angle is equal to 2 pi minus 2 theta. Cut angular displacement while going from A to B is equal to 2 pi minus 2 theta, that is equal to omega into t dash. 2 pi minus 2 into theta is also equal to pi by 4. That means pi by 2 is equal to omega into t dash. 2 pi minus pi by 2 is equal to 3 pi by 2 is equal to omega into t dash, and t dash is equal to 3 pi by 2 omega. Next one, the total time taken to hear the first maxima is given by from D to A and also from A to B, T naught plus T dash, pi by 4 omega plus 3 pi by 2 omega. Therefore, T is equal to 7 pi by 4 omega. This is the advanced level questions only. Next, third concept is, what is the time interval between maximum and minimum frequency received by the detector? Time interval between maximum and minimum. At A, the observer hears a minimum. At B, the observer hears the maximum. And let us calculate the time taken only from A to B. From A to B, it is already derived as T dash is equal to 3 pi by 2 omega. That is the answer. T dash is equal to 3 pi by 2 omega. Thank you. This syllabus is over. If any doubts in Doppler effect, please send me or please ask me via WhatsApp. Thank you. And also here I will send the syllabus for the present week through a PDF copy. Observe this. Thank you.